So I think the public sector's moving from this cloud-first approach to a more granular, maybe refined, maybe hybrid type model, mainly because those that went in early quite often just did a all-in and actually didn't quite get the benefits, didn't quite see the cost savings. And actually, they're now looking at it at almost maybe even an application by application or service by service situation, and then using the cloud in the right way. So it then becomes, it naturally produces either a hybrid or multi-cloud model, but they're starting to see the benefits from that now. So it's those cloud, call it cloud native type services or applications that are either being built or consumed, and they're seeing the value back to the organisation from doing it that way. As they're moving forward, there's people are gaining skills, and finding the right partners that can help enable those skills and actually upskill the staff to understand the technological solutions that are available is part of that journey. And so ultimately, as you've got the digital natives coming along and driving things in a different direction, as we see those parts of the organisation come together, the digital natives with the traditional IT, we're starting to see those solutions evolve and then be procured in the right way. So that evolution of an enterprise architecture or even solution architecture practice, it's all steps forward in these sort of things. I think that's just starting to evolve within the public sector. So we're starting to see enterprise architecture practices that are really looking at what's the outcome we're trying to deliver and connecting the ICT with the actual service design and the service delivery, and we're just starting to see that come along. What we're also seeing is that the upskilling of the traditional ICT people into more of a solution architecture type role, and at that point they become much more valuable to the organisation in terms of connecting the IT and to an actual service and an actual outcome. So those organisations that are looking to sort of in-source the ICT or even smart source that ICT, there's a lot out there. There's a lot of sources available. We see from a cloud perspective, the hyperscalers are engaging really well. But I think the challenge there is who's going to run it, because whilst cloud takes care of a lot of things itself, the hyperscalers are delivering, actually they don't really deliver a huge amount of service around the sides of that. And it's whether you're going to upskill your own people or work with partners to help you upskill and maybe take part of that service delivery component. So as we look at the different layers of service delivery, probably the best example that I can give you is some of the work we're doing at Rackspace around how we're almost disaggregating some of the service delivery components. So we've introduced a thing called service blocks that allows you to consume service as you would consume cloud services. So it could be on one month and off the next month. And that is really to align with the point on the journey that the organisation's at, the skills they have at that particular time and the skills they need at a particular time. And as time moves on, it may be that, say, manage and operate is something that you deliver early days in terms of service delivery, but actually over time, the customer may switch that service off because the internal skills are now capable of delivery. And then as a project comes along, they may need some architecture and design to help enable that project to actually accelerate forward. And so we see variations in how customers are engaging, and we've had to match our service delivery capability to actually enable that. And it plays well into how the public sector need to evolve their own organisations. So we've got a number of engagements going on with across local government at the moment, where we're matching in those service blocks. So we have a degree of cost control and tooling underpinning, and then we're looking at where do they need architecture and design, where do they need manage and operate, and are there specialist cloud services that we need to put into that as well. It could be security, it could be database management. It's understanding and working collaboratively with those authorities to understand where the skills gaps are, can we fill them, and for how long are they required. And that allows us to build that model. So actually it's going really well from our perspective.